Today's demonstration is with a Discovery 4-metre model. Now you might have a different size or a different model of boat, but the setup, the care for the boat and the pack down systems are all very much the same. Before you unfold your boat, have a good look at how we've packed it down and try and repeat it the same way every time. Now the package comes with a very good Bravo hand pump which we supply with the boat. Today I'm going to use our workshop electric pump to do part of the job, and then I'll show you the hand pump. All the boats have multiple chambers as a safety feature. The first step is to put around 1 psi into each chamber. Now I'll just talk about the valves. We use these Bravo valves. They're a 2-piece valve. On the inside of the boat, which you can't see, there's a basket with a thread, and then on the outside is the main valve component. And then on top of that you've got the valve cap. These are a push-push valve. You push them once, the valves open. When the valves open, all the air can come out. That means the button's down and you've got a gap below. That's valve open. When the button is up, that's the valve closed. Now you want the valve closed when you're inflating the boat, and then when you want to let all the air out, you want the button to be down with the valve open. And once you've got the valve closed and all the air in there, you want to put the valve cap into the top and then just do that up, and that keeps the dust and the sand and everything out of the valve. The next step is to fit the floor into the boat. Now when I do this, I like to lay the floor along the top of the tube, which means you can fold it in half long ways. So if you lie it along the top of the tube and just fold it over like that, then it's quite easy just to pop into the boat like that. And then it's simply a matter of tucking it in along the edge of the tube and up to the transom at the back. That's ready for inflation now. Now's a good time to fit the seats before the boat's fully inflated. The seats lock into the webbings on the boat. Insert one side and then fit the other side. Putting the oars in is really easy. They're 2-piece oars. It's got the button there. They go together, the button locks. Now with the rowlocks clip into the rib ports. There's a slide plate here that unlocks. Push it into the unlock position. The rowlock goes in, then the slide plate locks like that. What's really important is this groove here is the fortships to the boat. It points across the boat. That gives the oar full articulation. And when you're unlocking the oar, push the slide plate across and it pulls out. This is one of the Bravo hand pumps that the boats are supplied with. Now there's 2 places to connect the hose. The top one actually sucks the air out of the boat if you want to vacuum it out for that last little bit of pack down size, and the bottom one is for inflating the boat. So just connect the hose up. It's got a thread, connects up onto there, and all the pumps have a gauge. You see here on the outside the gauge reads in bar, and on the inside of the gauge it reads in PSI. We typically use PSI. Now for a true kit boat, the working pressures are 3 PSI for the tubes and 9 to 10 PSI for the floor. On the end of the pump hose is a bayonet fitting. This locks into the valve with a small clockwise twist. The last job is to pump the tubes up and the floor to final working pressures. Remember, 10 psi for the floor and 3 psi for the tubes, and then replace the valve caps.